Hello everyone, in today's topic, we are going to talk about transformations. So these are the types of transformations. We have reflections. If we mean reflections, the object and its image form a symmetrical shape which is parallel from the mirror line. We have the second one, translations or slides. This slides a figure in any direction without changing its size or shape. The third one is rotations. This turns the figure clockwise or counterclockwise but doesn't change the figure. And for the fourth one, we have dilations. This reduces or enlarges the figure to a similar figure. You can reflect a figure using a line or a point. All measures, lines, and angles are preserved but in a mirror image. So let us have this example. The figure is reflected across line L. You could fold the picture along line L and the left figure would coincide with the corresponding parts of right figure. Now let us have the rules under reflection across the x-axis as well as reflection across the y-axis. Reflection across the x-axis, the x values stay the same and the y values change sign, meaning from xy, it will become x negative y. Copy your x coordinate and then take the opposite of your y coordinate. And then if we are going to reflect across the y-axis, the y values stay the same and the x values change sign. So from xy, it will become negative x, y. So you copy your y coordinate and take the opposite of your x. So example, in this figure, line L, so it reflects across the y-axis to line N. So therefore, from 2, 1, we have negative 2, 1. We copy the y coordinate 1 and then we take the opposite of 2, which is negative 2. And then from 5, 4, it will become negative 5, 4. So we copy the y coordinate and then we take the opposite of 5, which is negative 5. Now, we are going to reflect across the x-axis to line M. So from line L to line M. So from 2, 1, we have 2, negative 1. And then from 5, 4, from 5, 4 here, 5, 4, we have 5, negative 4. So across the x-axis, you copy the x coordinates and get the opposite of your y. From 5, 4, we copy the x coordinate and we get the opposite of 4, which is negative 4. So let us have reflections across specific lines. To reflect a figure across line y equals a or x equals a, mark the corresponding points equidistant from the line. If a point is 2 units above the line, its corresponding image point must be 2 points below the line. So it's just a matter of counting. So if we are going to reflect the figure across line y equals 1, so this is the purple line, y equals 1. So if we have this point, all we need to do is to count, okay? So 1, 2. So 2 points from the reflection line, y equals 1. So we have from 2, 3, we have 2, negative 1. So 1, 2. So this is 2, 3. And this one is 2, negative 1. Now let us have the other points. If we have negative 3, 6. So from here, okay, we need to count from the line of reflection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is negative 3, 6. This one is negative 3, negative 4. So the last one, so we have negative 6, 2. Since it is 1 unit away from the reflection line, so we have the reflected image or point, which is 1 unit from the reflection line too. Okay? So we have here, which is negative 6, 0. So that is how we reflect a figure across line y equals a. Now, let us have the lines of symmetry. If a line can be drawn through a figure, so the one side of the figure is a reflection of the other side, the line is called a line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. Some figures have one or more lines of symmetry. So we have this one line of symmetry, 2 lines of symmetry, 4 lines of symmetry, infinite lines of symmetry because we can draw more than 4 or endless lines of symmetry. And then we also have no lines of symmetry at all. Now let's move on to translations. If a figure is simply moved to another location without change to its shape or direction, it is called a translation or a slide. So we have the rules. So if a point is moved A units to the right and B units up, then the translated point will be at x plus a, y plus b. When we are talking of right and up, it should be plus. But if we are talking of left and down, it should be minus. So always remember that when you are having your x coordinate, it represents right and left. Right if it is add, left if it is minus. And then your y coordinate represents up and down. It is add if it is up, and it is minus if it is down. Now, let us have some examples. So suppose image A translates to image B by moving to the right 3 units and down 8 units. So from here, so we have 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 5. So point A is at 2, 5. Since we have 3 units to the right, so plus 3 in your x coordinate, so 2 plus 3, and then 8 units down. So we need to minus or subtract 8 from 5. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, and 5 minus 8 is equal to negative 3. So therefore, the coordinates of point B is at 5, negative 3. So that is translations. Now let us have composite reflections. If an image is reflected over a line and then that image is reflected over a parallel line called a composite reflection, it results in a translation. So this is the similarity between reflection and translation, the composite reflections. So image A reflects to image B, which then reflects to image C. So image C is a translation of image A. Now let us have the last one, rotation. Since in the book it does not state about dilation, so we shall stop under rotation. So we only have 3 in the book. We have reflections, translations, and rotations. So it is a type of transformation where the object is rotated around a fixed point called the point of rotation. When a figure is rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin, so all we need to do is to switch each coordinate and multiply the first coordinate by negative 1. So switch or interchange and then get the opposite of your y. So in here, if we have 1, 2, When we are going to rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise, it will become negative 2, 1. If we have 6, 2, if we are going to rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise, it will become negative 2, 6. When a figure is rotated 180 degrees about the origin, so multiply both coordinates by negative 1 or get the opposite of your x and y coordinates. So the rule for here is from your xy, it will become negative x, negative y. When we are talking of 180 degrees, since 180 degrees counterclockwise and 180 degrees clockwise are the same, so all we need to do is to follow the rule negative x, negative y. So from 1, 2, it will become negative 1, 2. From 6, 2, it will become negative 6, negative 2. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. See you again next time. Bye.